Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our test account and we are checking out the brand new Mauler hero. Now overall, a lot of players are kind of on the fence with the bountiful trials for this hero. A lot of players are saying that it seems like the energy reduction is going to be very strong in here. I want to test her out. Now of course, when it comes to a support hero, it's kind of very hard to test when it comes into the trials, but we're going to go ahead and do this because of course we want to do the guild trials, want to see kind of what the level deficiency looks like. Now it seems like the hero overall has a very considerable amount of survivability, which again, I kind of want to try, but also the big energy disintegration piece is the one that we're seeing in here. So I'm almost thinking formations where we're running this hero and even looking at the difference in here levels, where 100 level deficiencies is the awakened version of Chimera. Now she really does play in as well as Lady Simona. When it comes to the energy disintegration piece, I feel like the combination of these few heroes are going to be pretty strong. Even probably putting in an Edwin, putting in like an Ivan in here. I feel like this is going to be a really kind of broken really combination, but as you can see, the energy that she gets is actually pretty slow, and she's pretty reliant on the ultimate ability that she does in here. So there we go, 91 million. So let's go back and I want to see, and again, I was kind of thinking, where are we going to be at level deficiency wise? And I know a lot of players will also want me to just run her by herself to see exactly what it looks like that we've done kind of in the past. So let's see, now we're looking at a 200 level deficiency. And I feel like the energy deficiency, again, that they're going to have out of here is pretty much just going to take the energy out of everybody with the poison aspect that she possesses. And again, I feel like I'm going to have to slow it down to see exactly what that looks like. Putting out a lot of damage. And look, 9 million. So not really putting out much at all. And again, I wanted to kind of test her first on where we're sitting with the damage in formations, because some of our support heroes do incredibly well with damage. And overall, it doesn't seem like with the defensive aspect that she's doing. So right there, she throws out the poison. So we can see the poison actually right up here on Lucius. We can see the poison down here on Hodgkin. And so I'm almost thinking, see, there was the ultimate ability. Is kind of looking at the build out. I wonder, let's even drop less heroes in here. So 125. So yeah, damage non-existent, of course, by the hero. And again, that's kind of by design. Even looking here, they're maxed out pretty much to the top. So what do we have? 506. Let's drop everyone else out of here. Let's see. Let's hide her behind Chimera. And I think this we're probably just going to get run over, I'm assuming. Because, I mean, the level deficiency is pretty high. Now, of course, the poison's up. She's got the shield, which she shields herself. And I'm almost wondering, back row, exactly the effectiveness of the shield that she possesses. There we go. She's even poisoning the minions. But see, doesn't have, again, a lot of that support piece for anyone else in the team. And you can see right there the little shield kind of showing up. Chimera, of course, takes down everyone in here. Yeah, I mean, 91 million. And as you can see, guys, no healing at all. I wonder, let's drop her front row and see kind of what that looks like. Just for that shielding aspect, I'm wondering exactly how, probably just going to get wrecked. And again, survivability wise, that's what I was kind of wondering with the shielding aspect and everything else she does. Somewhat of a pseudo tank, I guess. Because very heavy shielding aspect. And her HP is not moving at a 200 level deficiency. Because remember, she does have quite a bit of crowd control with that petrify ability. Boom, everyone's petrified. And it's interesting because it's not petrifying all of the heroes. It's petrifying even the front two. If you notice, Hodgkin actually wasn't petrified right there. But again, damage-wise, and again, she's a pretty solid support hero overall with the damage. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what she can do by herself. And I'm sure this is just going to be run over because, again, damage-wise, it's not there at all. Plus, we're at a 200 level deficiency. Let me turn this down a little bit and see. And again, I know a lot of players do kind of ask the solo hero what it kind of looks like. So we're coming in at level 360. And I know I can go in here and type it, but if I do, for whatever reason, it breaks the trials. But let's see, 360 on 360, but she's so low here. But I don't think she has, see, the shielding aspect is up, but I don't think she has the ability to actually heal herself. But look at the petrify. So between the crowd control and the energy disintegration, yeah, she really has no damage at all. Yeah, I mean, the energy disintegration is very, very big. But damage factor is not there at all. And this is where I was kind of wondering, again, kind of even level. So crowd control, definitely check. We got that one. Damage doesn't exist. I mean, even by yourself. But again, thinking of like the tanking ability, so even there, 50 million, took 13 million. So again, she has some very, very solid mitigation factors in there. Let's see what other teams we got. There's Gwen. Let's go ahead and just drop her in here with some Wilders and some other maulers. And look at the poison. That is very cool with the poison ability. Look at that petrify. Yeah, I mean, overall, again, the shielding aspect, definitely doing pretty well in here. That is cool to see, just a support hero. And again, I feel like the Maulers really got the short end of the stick because unfortunately, that doesn't go on everyone. And that's kind of where I feel. And I mean, she took down a couple targets here. 63 million. But again, I don't feel like, man, it's going to be tough in here. I'm wondering even a few other heroes like running, you know, like a Gavis Eugene in here. Again, thinking of the mitigation aspect that she can possess and seeing the effectiveness, even running other, let's drop some other maulers in here. You know what? Let's go with some pretty solid tanks. And see, so we got the SP effect up. Oh, this level, it's going to be easy. We'll literally just run them over. Let's try adding in some levels in here. Let's go. Let's do what? 560. That's 200. Let's do 660. We'll see what it looks like. Again, just kind of that piece. Because, of course, with the crowd control, the crowd control is going to be a very, very big part. I'm thinking when you start getting into higher level deficiencies. So we got the poison up on quite a bit. Brutus puts them together. Boom, there's the petrify. The petrify does stay up for a little bit. Boom, there's the petrify again. So yeah, the poison's up on everybody. Crowd control piece seems solid. Yeah, I'm trying to find a place that she would really work. And I'm almost wondering, like, I wonder if like a Lucius formation, again, thinking like Lucius and Aethys, again, having that crowd control piece, even Khazard, because of the duration extension of the crowd control, that could possibly work. Mahira possibly work. Just trying to think a few other heroes that kind of have that really, really big crowd control in here. And of course, without the crowd control, Lucius just gets wrecked. Got some poison up. There's the petrify. See, look at the petrify there. I feel like we can almost lock down teams if we have enough to do essentially enough damage in here. Yeah, so even her damage not really picking up a lot. I don't know. I mean, crowd control definitely going to be there with that petrify, but did we just get another granite? A more efficient granite. Even there, guys, 82 million. So yeah, damage with this hero, not really there at all. Want to run through kind of what we're seeing here with this hero is, of course, when the ultimate ability goes on there, reduces the energy of all enemies, which we know is very good. Enemies whose energy is less than 250 will be petrified. That is the crowd control piece that we're seeing. While the skill is active, she gains insight, which again is going to be kind of the PvP aspect of it. The first reduction also slices off 75% of energy of charmed heroes. So again, energy reduction on her is very, very strong. Now, of course, the charm, she replenishes 100 energy from the top 2 damage dealing enemy heroes. So she rendering them unable to unleash. So she gives them energy, but they can't ult, continuously draining their energy by a total of 300. They also fall under the charm for 10 seconds, during which the health loss inflicted on her are reduced. Now, it's only her, so that is the big reason why she can kind of sit in tanks. And then, of course, damage and health loss is 80%. Enemies that are unable to unleash their ultimate lose 400 energy at that time. So again, essentially, she gives them 100 energy for the top 2 damage dealing enemy heroes, and that causes them to lock themselves out of the ultimate abilities. So this is nullifying the armor dealing damage, which again, the damage as we've seen is really not there at all. Any inflicted damage and destroyed shields are converted into a protective shield. That again is the defensive mechanism that we see. And this, of course, is the shield, which again, doesn't really seem to have a big impact. Then, of course, when they were poisoned, the skill and normal attacks inflict the venom, reducing the target's attack rating. So again, survivability within here. During this time, for every 50 energy restored by the enemies, damage output is decreased. Again, not making a big difference in here. The only part that I like of this is for every 50 energy lost by enemies, the damage they take increased by 4%, up to a maximum of 40. So again, thinking boss mode, this damage increase could make a big difference with her damage reduction, with being able to kind of min-max essentially the damage we're seeing. But overall, not too impressed. I am not too impressed with her overall, because even looking at these, they lose health up to the inflicted damage, which again, it doesn't seem like this is having a big impact on there, because of course the heroes that we're using within the trial are fully built, and then of course just taking away some more energy. So PvP, I could definitely see some utility with this hero, possibly in the boss modes, just again for that defensive debuff that she adds right in there, or the debuff, as she is a debuffer right there. We're gonna have to see exactly where she is utilized, because overall, again, I don't see a lot of places. Again, even looking at the 60 engraving, this will be big. Again, kind of that PvP aspect to get rid of the burst heroes. And then I'm thinking almost here with the energy lost, goes up to a 60% damage increase, which again, boss mode might really make sense. But all right, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.